Well, welcome to the shack of WB9COY, where I thought I'd take the time to show some of the cool features of the FTM-400DR offered by Yaesu in its System Fusion implementation. So what I have displayed here on the FTM-400 is W6QIR at the top, repeater, and also the APRS receive capability of the FTM-400DR. It's kind of cool. Actually, when it hears a packet, it actually displays all the relevant information about the APRS station, and it's also simultaneous receive. You could do in the upper bank I have the repeater W6QIR, and the lower bank I've got packet, and you could actually transmit while you're receiving packet data. And so that packet data actually just FYI comes through my Raspberry Pi Digipeater 44939. This is just another Raspberry Pi TNC-X that I have. We'll be putting it on the air later. But that's what it looks like in the back of all these TACCOM cases. And so the FTM-400DR is actually just receiving the digipeated packets from my own station. Now what else is pretty cool is that I actually have a APRSDroid application running that's fed off of the FTM-400DR. You can see me there, a couple other neighboring stations. And so that APRSDroid is actually running on one of Qualcomm devices called an IFC6410. And you can actually buy these through a company called Inforce, I-N-F-O-R-C-E, Inforce. So these are publicly available. It's basically kind of like your cell phone in a hobbyist form factor. It's running Android, and it's also running the APRSDroid application. So I'll dig into a little bit more what's inside all these boxes. I have pretty much, in my shack here, I don't have a really good GPS sky location, and so what I did is I actually added a GPS repeater, and that's available through Navgo. And so it kind of looks like this. You've got the this goes in outside, and then the repeater actually just kind of sits above the rig, and it's powered off the USB. So if you look in there real close, I don't think you could, yeah, there we go. That is the repeater antenna, and it's all kind of cabled up. Right here using a PowerWorks 12 volt to 5 volt converter, and then into a little splitter where I'm powering multiple things up to 5 volts. And then the output of the FTM-400 is actually fed into a Bluetooth device that I bought from Nordfield Electronics in Sedona, and that is the unit right there. So out of the back of the FTM-400DR, we can have the manual. There's a cable available called a CT65. So the output of the CT65 is a DB9, which then feeds into the Bluetooth. But beware, you actually have to put an adapter between the two. This particular unit is running in CDE mode. You can see a little switch on the back of it. It tells what kind of mode it, oh, I'm sorry. Data terminal equipment, so it's a DTE device, but you can switch it back and forth, which makes it convenient. This way you just use one adapter and you can make it look like both computer or data computer equipment or data terminal equipment. So the output from the Yaesu is fed into the Bluetooth, and also power source there, which winds up to be one of these guys over here, the 5 volt from the PowerWorks. And using the APRSDroid application running on the Qualcomm board, you simply pair with it. So we could go and look, settings, Bluetooth, and there we have the FTM-400R. So I named that. You have the ability to actually go ahead and name the Bluetooth device, so that's what I named it. Now it doesn't necessarily have to run with this particular board. You know, APRSDroid is a generic application. So let's go back to here, APRSDroid, and we'll just go ahead and stop this for a second. We'll stop tracking here. Releases it. We just go to my regular Android Motorola phone, which you can also it's also been paired with the same Bluetooth device. We can start tracking there, and now you can see we're actually now tracking with my phone running APRSDroid, and all the data is coming from the FTM-400. So we'll wait for a few packets to come over. There we go. So KF6 HHY, we could come down here, show map, and he's probably off the map here, so we'll have to go to hub. We'll just touch on him, and I'll go show map. Oops. And there. Sorry for that camera shake. So we'll see where he's at. He's looks like somewhere around Santa Barbara. So all that information came right directly from the FTM-400. So this is pretty cool. I thought folks, amateurs, would probably be interested in knowing how they could start using the abilities of the FTM-400. Of course, it has digital C4 FM on W6QAR. I don't know if anybody's there. I'll give a call. And I guess you just witnessed the automatic mode there. I was ready to make a digital call and switch back to FTM or FM. Let me see if anybody's on the air. K6JGK WB9COY. I guess not this time. But we'll also do something interesting here. We'll let me get the HT out. So we have the FT1DR. I'm sorry, the FT1D, and it's also listening to the W6QAR repeater and also packet. And you can see the digipeated signals coming off of the air once one comes over. We'll just wait here a second. And we'll give you the pretty much cool another good display of what we've been seeing on the FTM-400 for a while. There comes something. So, and you see the same information there also. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook up the camera, and we're going to actually send a picture over to the FTM-400. Alright, so now we've got the camera hooked up into the side of the FT1, and that's what the camera mic looks like. And then to actually take a shot, we'll just take a shot of this. Just point it at it and you press the camera, and so it will take a picture. And that little beep you heard was actually the picture being taken. Now, this is pretty cool. I'll just press the DTX button, and you can see it's behind the packet, but it's actually receiving a picture right now. And soon to be, we will see a picture of what we just took right on the screen there. So we just sent a picture from the HT over to the radio. If we want to retrieve it, press function, log, and then we get in the pictures. Oops, get in the pictures. And then from the COY. There, there's the picture we just took, redisplayed on the screen. So I hope this kind of interests new hams or hams wanting to know more about Yaesu's implementation of not just C4FM, but some very, very cool packet features and data transmission features. And I think Yaesu is pretty much on a great track with System Fusion. So 7.3 is all.